Am I talking mostly about those who have had difficult relationships and to the point that they are still blaming their parents for the circumstances of their lives? If you are an adult and you are still blaming your parents for the circumstances of your life, then you are giving your power away. When you say things like, I did not ask to come here, then you are looking to guilt, blame, and shame rather than take full responsibility for your own life. Does that mean that there are certain conditions that you might find yourself in that you can contribute some neglect to those who were placed in responsibility for you? Sure, you can, but at some point, whatever conditions you find yourself in, the only way they are going to get better is if you will own complete responsibility. Now, what the hell am I saying and why would I say such a thing? This is where you have to get beyond identifying with your experiences, identifying with what appears to be the hardships of life, identifying with what appears to be unfair, because I am telling you, as a daughter who has gone no contact, I have done what I needed to do for me to come to a space of absolute responsibility for my own life so I could get on the track for which I came and stop surrendering so much of my energies and my life to the things that I wish were. When you get in a space where you stop wishing your life was something different and start owning everything that it is, then that puts you in the driver's seat to work through those difficulties in life. You see them as difficulties, they could very well be challenges. I'm telling you, they are opportunities. Now, when you are ready to embrace that every single thing that seemed to have worked against you has actually been setting you up for the success you desire, then you are ready to embrace this thing that you set in motion called life. Oh, I did say that you set in motion. If you're ready for that conversation, baby, let's have it, because that's what I came to talk about. Hi, my name is Zara Green, and I'm glad you're here. Now, here's a conversation that parents are going to enjoy. This is also a conversation that parents will be able to learn from. See, a lot of why I've kind of been quiet here lately is because I'm watching a lot of the conversation, particularly on that post where I've told parents that this estrangement thing is not a fad, it's not going away. Our evolutionary process in the larger scheme of things, not just our individual lives, but the energy of our world and the evolution of our world is no longer in this hierarchy, even with parents and children, with men and women, with corporate and jobs and its subservient workers. All of those kinds of hierarchies have to collapse, and that's the space we're in. So while it looks like this thing is personal, it's really about us flattening out these hierarchies, because no person is any better than another. No person deserves any more reverence than another. In fact, I don't like the word reverence. Let's just stick with respect, because reverence is a social construct. Okay? I don't care where you come from. I don't care what countries you're from. Culture is social constructs. And so we have to flatten these hierarchies. That's the space we're in that most people are not ready for. And I'm telling you, people who have felt like life has been unfair, that just means that you have been only living in your human side, totally ignoring your divinity. And social constructs have helped you to do that too. Now, I might lose some of y'all on this, but many of you, it's going to resonate. You're going to say, I want more of this. And these are the kinds of things that I have to start teaching from. Because while I've been teaching personal development my entire life, and I believe that human development is where we really need to get all of the different tools and modalities to help us to become more of who we actually are, our divine side. I've done many videos and even series on you understanding your own divinity. A good place to start with that is a series I did that is called the Fear Mind Fuckery series, because that is what the social construct set out to do, is to mind fuck you, to keep you in your human side so much that your divinity is never tapped in, even when you think you are. Religion, every Abrahamic religion that has stripped you of your divinity, but have been so skillful in making you think that you are being godly, has you identifying with your human side in a way that you never tap into your divinity.
I never asked to be born. Oh, buckle up, love bug. Ha ha! It's about to get good.
So when you say you never asked to come here, you're right. You forced that shit. You forced your divine side put in motion things that your human side has not grown into. Your divinity is what chose the path that you're on, because you keep identifying with your human sides. You have yet to step into the power that you are in order to live out the life you came to live. I'll put enough videos in the description link to support the things that I'm saying to you. There are young people who are living in more of their divine sides than their parents are, and that's part of why there's so much contention. So you're right. Not only did you not ask to come here, you insisted on being here. Not only did you insist on being here, you insisted on coming through the avenue of the parents you got. So the specific experiences that you've had are part of the challenges you came to have and to overcome in order to become what you need to be, so that on your exit from here, you have developed as the soul you came to become. So when I'm talking about the parents who don't want their children to become estranged and trying to help them to understand that we are living in a different time, the only way this thing is really going to happen is if both sides understand that, so that both of you understand you came to challenge each other in the ways that you have challenged each other, so that both of you can grow.
And shit's about to hit the fan because here comes the real reason families are collapsing.
But hear me, it doesn't mean it will happen. At some point, one or both of you might decide, okay, I chose this avenue to come through, and I've come far enough with you. Now I'm going to do this thing on my own. Or both of you can decide, no, there are lessons that I came here to learn. And if we will each understand that we came to teach each other, and will dare to start to tap into some very available tools to help you understand your divinity, so you can start operating in your divinity, get away from this human low vibrational shit, start raising your vibrations. Then you can start tapping into the divinity that is you. That's where I'm going in my teachings here, y'all. I ain't got time to be playing with this no more. I have a link below where I'm about to start just doing some Zoom Q&As for those who can ask specific questions to get you to the space of, because nobody can tell you how to be you. Nobody can tell you how to live this life you came to live. I will just direct you to some things that will help you to further understand that life is not unfair. You just don't understand your own divinity to be able to tap into it and operate in the evolutionary process that we all came to operate in, and not be stuck on the external shit that keeps showing up in your life that seems overwhelming because you are not living in your divinity. You are either living in your divinity or your humanness. When you're living in your humanness, you've identified with the shit that shows up that says, these are the reasons you cannot be excellent and great and all of the things that you came here to be. You did not come here to live out a life as somebody else. You did not come here to live these homogenized damn lives. You are an individual. You came with individual stuff. There are some things that turn on within you that will never turn on within others. There are other things that people have tapped into to live out their own divinity, to live these extraordinary lives that they've been able to tap into that you are not supposed to tap into. There is nobody who's supposed to be expert on you more than you. But if you are still living in your humanness and not accelerating in the divinity that you came here specifically for, you orchestrated that and you've been ignoring it. You're ready to tap into it. Then go and get on my list. I will tell you when we'll have these specialized sessions that are probably just Q&As. Hell, you raise your hand, you ask a damn question, I answer it to the best of my abilities. And I know more than most because I've done the tough shit. I have been willing to do. And some of us came here for that work. Okay? Some of us came here to distinguish ourselves from the rest and be willing to cut off everything and everybody if it was necessary to excel in this, in what many people call unfair. Life is not unfair. I've been saying that for years. I understand that better than I ever have. And it was on this life of isolation for years that put me in the space to expand my own divinity and to not live in this mere humanity. It's what we all came for. You just got to have the tools to do it. If you're ready to expand, I am not here for everybody. I'm here for those who are looking at this external shit that's squeezing them and realizing that if there is a God, and I'm telling you, you it, if there is a God, life ain't supposed to be this hard. It's not. Life is fucking glorious when you dare to tap into the God that you are and stop living this mere human shit. If you're ready for that, tap in. Okay? Tap in. Because very soon we'll have our first and many. Here on YouTube, I will share probably from the experiences of those sessions because I'm tapping into people and their real experiences and sharing those more than coming here feeling like I am convincing and converting. And I left that with Christianity. I am no longer in the convincing and converting business. But for those who are interested in living your life, then let's do this. That doesn't mean I won't still come here and teach. I'll still come here and share some things. But I am interested in knowing that I'm really making a difference in people's individual specific lives. That sounds good to you. Tap in and pay attention to your emails. All right. Whitelist me because most of you have Gmail and they will filter through it. Let's do this. Let's start doing it now. That's what I'm ready to do, to give you stuff to help you be more effective in living the life you were intended to live. Let's do it. That's all I have for you today. It's your life. Choose it just as it is. Own it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Change it. As long as you can breathe and learn, it can get better from somewhere out here in these South American streets. Ciao for now.